Hello, my name is David Brett. I'm the editor of the New Westminster Times, coming to you today from New Westminster City Hall, where just has occurred a special meeting of council dealing with the matter of a code of conduct complaint, a violation that was against New Westminster Mayor Patrick Johnstone. At issue was a social media post by Johnstone where he accused mayoral hopeful and other city councillor Daniel Fontaine of telling, quote, bald-faced lies. So Commissioner Lisa Southern, I think rightly found that this was offside to call another councillor a bald-faced liar. However, the 7-page reports recommended no sanction and found that Johnstone had made the comments in good faith in the spirit of debate and vigorous debate and so forth, and used the word trivial to describe the violation. So the meeting today was rather uneventful until the very end. What had happened is that, so first of all, Johnstone was not in the meeting. He chose not to respond to the matter. He had already agreed to that the report was fine, and he accepted the report. Daniel Fontaine similarly was not in the meeting, nor was City Councillor Tasha Henderson. So fellow New Westminster Progressives City Councillor Paul Minhas introduced an amendment to the motion whereby he asked, seemingly quite reasonably, that Johnstone delete the social media post wherein he calls Fontaine, accuses him of telling bald-faced lies, which apparently is still up on the social media platform BlueSky, and that he make a direct apology, a formal apology to Councillor Fontaine. Johnstone's lengthy letter in response to this complaint included an apology, but not to Fontaine, the person who he had effectively defamed by accusing him of lying, and it was found that what he was saying was totally true. However, so here's the wrinkle. They unanimously supported Minhas's motion that the social media post be A, deleted, and B, that Johnstone apologized formally to Fontaine. Here's the problem. After they voted unanimously in favor of this motion, the city's solicitor, Mr. McFarland, got up and said, well, this is a new sanction, effectively, that you've imposed outside the bounds of the report from Ethics Commissioner Lisa Southern. So now you're going to have a brand new hearing to allow Johnstone to respond to these new requirements. So after all that, we're in a bit of a muddle. So to get some clarification, I approached the city solicitor after the meeting to ask him what would be entailed in having a new hearing. Is it just another special meeting where he can respond, or what's all involved in having this new quote-unquote hearing whereby Johnstone can say, argue against apologizing to Fontaine, or perhaps he doesn't want to take the social media post down. One of the councillors asked, well, if he just deletes the post and makes the apology, do we have to have another hearing? And he says, well, I suppose not. But here's the problem. When I asked McFarland this question about clarification on what a new hearing is meant, the city CAO came over and hustled him out of the room and blocked him from answering my question. I said, hey, wait a minute. He's just responding to a question I have. Can you please allow him to respond? Just grabbed him by the arm and hustled him out the back door. So this is a troubling development here. It seems that the city staff didn't want the city solicitor speaking to me and clarifying what's going on. So that's the update from New Westminster City Hall. Mayor Patrick Johnstone's been found to have violated the code, and now he has been subject to these additional requirements to apologize to Fontaine and remove his post. Will he do it? We don't know. If he does, well then, it's smooth sailing. If he refuses and wants to respond and doesn't want to apologize to Fontaine, it's going to be another round of hearings and sort of a continuation of this drama. So that's the report from New Westminster City Hall today on the two mayoral hopefuls duking it out, where there's some harsh words been said by Johnstone at Fontaine. And so what will happen? We don't really know. So that's the update from New Westminster City Hall today. Thanks for watching.